Bold claims from Team Ryan Garcia, who says that Oscar Duarte, an opponent of Ryan Garcia, is better than Devin Haney. That's right. He's better than Devin Haney, according to Ryan Garcia's dad. In a brand new interview with Fight Hype, I'm going to go over what Henry Garcia, the father, the one that got Ryan into boxing, had to say. And ultimately, at the end of this video, stay tuned. I'll tell you, what does this mean, if anything? So in this brand new interview, Henry Garcia says, quote, "I think Oscar Duarte is better than Devin Haney. If Oscar Duarte fights Haney, he'll knock him down. Maybe knock him out too." Right? He goes on to say, "Ryan Garcia told me, and Ryan doesn't really reveal things to me. He said, 'Hey, Dad, that Oscar Duarte has some punches that I didn't feel with these other guys. So when he tells me that, he's opening up to me. Mark my words, when Devin Haney comes back, there's no way he's gonna fight someone with power. There's no way." So Henry Garcia puts it out there and lets it be known. Now, my thing is this. As far as him being better, Devin is more accomplished for sure in terms of accomplishments. Devin's no longer at 135. And I don't know, Duarte looks kind of small, so I don't know how he would fare or how he would look at 140 pounds, right? 140 pounds, different ball game, especially with a guy like Devin Haney, who is taller and he looks bigger. And Devin Haney also rehydrates a lot, like 20, 25 pounds. So I don't know. Oscar Duarte, I've seen a few of his fights, right? Couple Golden Boy fights, Ryan Garcia fight, Jojo Diaz fight. He was supposed to fight Kenneth Sims, but he got injured. So they have a substitute opponent. But either way, that's not even for me to determine. I don't know if Oscar Duarte is better than Devin Haney. They haven't fought. Henry Garcia says that he would knock him out possibly, but he would definitely knock him down because his son says he got real cracks. Now, judging from the Ryan fight and judging from the fight with Jojo Diaz, it looked like Duarte has some solid power. Entering the Ryan Garcia fight, he was known as a knockout artist, and it looked like, you know, he has some thump. Now, what to me, since I don't really know how Duarte would match up with Devin Haney, that part of it isn't as important to me because, again, Devin Haney looks like he's inching his way towards 147 as opposed to staying at 140. And again, even if he does stay at 140, it's probably going to be hard for him to make, and Duarte is at 35. So I'm not really too preoccupied with the fantasy matchup stuff. If Duarte, you know, really pushes for the fight and that's a comeback fight, which I agree with Henry Garcia, I doubt the fight would happen because that would be such a, first of all, Devin Haney's suing Golden Boy. Duarte is a Golden Boy fighter. So I think that's just a harder fight to make for that reason, coupled with the fact that Devin Haney just fought a tough Mexican-American guy that hurt him and stuff like that. So fight another fighter who's tough, durable, has power, and this guy's from Mexico. Like, I don't know. It just, to me, it doesn't seem like someone he would choose. So instead of focusing on that, I think what is my takeaway is more so than, you know, a fantasy matchup of Devin Haney versus Oscar Duarte, which may never happen because Devin Haney also probably wants top dollar. So what type of money is that fight even worth to the point where that fight would make sense? But what is interesting and more interesting to me here is the fact that I noticed a trend ever since Ryan fought Devin Haney, and Devin Haney's profile has taken a major hit and it's completely shot, meaning you have an influx of people, friend and foe, whatever you want to call it, people throughout boxing fans, and they totally sound like they have very little faith in Devin Haney moving forward. Why do I say that? Because there's guys that I want to say, if he never fought Ryan Garcia, just the mere thought of Devin Haney fighting X, Y, and Z fighter, I feel like the consensus would be like, oh, Devin Haney would definitely beat that fighter, because Devin had a lot of strong momentum, right? And boxing is, and always has been, a what have you done for me lately sport. So Devin had some good credit going his way and some good momentum after the Regis Prograis fight, until he, stepped on that door and knocked on that Ryan Garcia door. And then since that point, it's been shaky at best. But before that, there's names that people are now mentioning with Devin Haney, and they're sounding confident for the opposition. And I don't think that would have been the case had it not been for what Ryan Garcia did. For example, just to give you guys some example, you got Henry Garcia saying that this fight with Oscar Duarte, he would drop, maybe even stop Devin Haney. Duarte, right? I don't think after the Regis Prograis fight, because boxing, again, what have you done for me lately? Seeing is believing. We hadn't seen all these vulnerabilities with Devin Haney. So now it's gotten to the point where Ryan Garcia's pops is saying Duarte can beat him. Same thing with Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobbs has called out Devin Haney to fight at 147. Blair is coming off a great win with Adrian Broner and knocked his tooth out. And I am literally seeing people in the comment section say that Blair Cobbs can beat Devin Haney. And I think Gary Russell Jr. said that would be a difficult fight, if I'm not mistaken, for Devin Haney. But I know for a fact Gary Russell said, in general, anybody with a power in certain kind of attributes could be a problem for Devin Haney. So the dynamics have shifted. There's other guys like Liam Paro, right? Liam Paro, people are like, oh, he can beat Devin Haney. Jack Catterall. Some people are now saying Jack Catterall can beat Devin Haney, right? You have Keyshawn Davis, another guy at 135, just like Oscar Duarte, and he's saying he would stop Devin Haney, and Devin ain't got no chin, this, that, and the third. So the pendulum has definitely shifted, and Devin's stock is in a real desperate place, because I just feel there's a ton of names being mentioned with Devin Haney, and people are like, that's a 50-50 fight. And even some of these names are now being considered the favorite by some boxing fans, including Henry Garcia, saying that Duarte is better than Devin Haney, would drop and or hurt and or stop Devin Haney. So again, matchmaking for Devin Haney for his next fight is going to be, bar none, his single biggest issue that he's going to have to overcome, because that Ryan Garcia fight did some real damage.